Yo, what's up, Blackish fam? I hope all is well in your corner of the world. Man, we're going to continue getting into the Contra catalog. And I'm going through their freestyles right now. This is one of the last ones called the Enemy Freestyle. I've been really impressed with these cats. The beat, their rhyme scheme, the complexity, the wordplay. Reminds me of 90s rap. It is just something that's not out there in mainstream hip hop right now. So, really excited to dive into this one. This is called the Enemy Freestyle. Let's get right into it. Let's check out what beat they're using too. Ooh.
First things first, check. How y'all feeling? Last time we sat at this table, we touched a million.
Ooh. So this must be right after they hit, right after that Never freestyle, right? They touched 1 million views with that. Sick.
But now that we back, let me get it. They say he who serves the most receives all, and he who serves himself reap his reward. A poor thing.
This dude is just his. I love the just his voice, right? What did he say? He said, "He who serves the most receives all, and he who serves himself reaps the reward." I believe.
Most receives all, and he who serves himself reap his reward.
Yeah, that's. See, I'm not too good with my religious references, but I believe he's saying that those who live only to satisfy their own sinful nature will harvest decay, right, and death from that sinful nature. But those that live to please the Spirit will harvest what they call everlasting life from the Spirit. At least from my small time studying Christianity and looking into Christianity, I remember that reference. It sounds a lot like what he's saying here.
Serves the most receives all, and he who serves himself reap his reward. A poor thing when rich man cannot afford to give back. So I give you Eric Jamal spitting raw bars with no lying involved. First I hear record, then sending them my regard. Heard a couple flows who really wants.
Bro, you get it? It's spitting raw, right? No lying involved. That was the raw, right? Sick wordplay.
First I hear record, then sending them my regard. Heard a couple flows.
Sending my regard. There's actual meaning in that. Well, you might be asking, what does send my regards mean, right? It's normally a sign of respect or admiration. Like I have the greatest regard for my grandmother, you could say. Or you could say, you could tell them hello and you wish them well. That's like sending someone my regards if you're not going to see them.
Lying involved. First I hear record, then sending them my regard.
I wanted to touch too on the lion, but he's talking about also cats lying in the game too.
Raw boss with no lying involved. First I hear record, then sending them my regard. Heard a couple flows who really want to swim with jaws. 1, 2, 3 plus me, please come forth. I like kung fu, study woo, then grab the sword.
Ooh, whoa. See, I just did the Diet Coke freestyle, and I was like, man, the wordplay seemed to be lacking. Everything else I've heard from these cats has been complex, where they're rhyming off each other, they're using references. This is sick, man. Not just the beat, but his flow is just sick. But you got to catch all the small little tidbits, right?
Boss with no lying involved. First I hear record, then sending them my regard. Heard a couple flows who really want to swim with jaws. 1, 2, 3 plus me, please come forth. I like kung fu, study woo.
He was the 4th member to join, right? There's 2 brothers. They met the other cat, Rio, I believe, in high school, and they picked this cat up last. So he's the 4th, right? He's the last to join, or the 4th, but he's also saying, come forth. Maybe like, come forth if you want that smoke, right? Sick with it. And I know he references Wu-Tang again, which we did in another freestyle where he called out all the members of the Wu, right?
First I hear record, then sending them my regard. Heard a couple flows who really want to swim with jaws. 1, 2,
the flow and
jaws. Come forth. I like kung fu, study woo, then grab the sword. Took a pencil, learned jiu-jitsu, start kicking boss.
Ooh.
When I say you ain't metaphor, with one mic.
Bro, sick. Catch that. Right? He said, took a pencil and learned jiu-jitsu. Right? started kicking bars, hiya, hiya, right? But also like spitting bars, right? That's how he's using it. It was just sick wordplay. But what I liked even more is he said it's a metaphor when I say you ain't met a four, right? Like you ain't met a four of us that can hold it down like this. But a metaphor, again, playing with the wordplay with wordplay.
Come forth.
Woo!
I kung fu study woo, then grab the sword. Took a pencil and jiu-jitsu, start kicking boss.
It's a metaphor.
When I say you ain't
Metaphor.
With one mic, we'll perform on one accord.
Woo!
Small, y'all solving a jigsaw. About arm's length, cut jokers off. I been saw from his
saw to cut jokers off, but also Ben saw this happening, right?
Metaphor with one mic, we'll perform on one accord. Keep circles small, y'all solving a jigsaw. About arm's length, cut jokers off. I been saw from his handshake, can tell man's fake. He been fraud.
Ooh, he Ben saw from his handshake, right? That the dude's fake, right? He's fraud. But Ben saw, but so woo!
One accord. Keep circles small, y'all solving a jigsaw. About arm's length, cut jokers off. I been saw from his handshake, can tell man's fake. He been fraud. This God body, not my body, no bodyguard. Once upon a time, I lived with gorillas.
Well, hold on, I gotta bring that back there.
Jokers off, I been saw from his handshake, can tell man's fake. He been fraud. This God body, not my body, no bodyguard. Once upon a time, I lived with gorillas at. You talk smack, he leave, he bringing that silverback.
Ooh, reference silverback gorilla, yeah, mom, but also bringing the silverback in regards to a silver pistol, right? Sick.
Been fraud. This God body, not my body, no bodyguard. Once upon a time, I lived with gorillas at. You talk smack, he leave, he bringing that silverback. Unfortunately, they do this shit tit for tat. I'm tired telling my people, we more than that. Coast. Me and my dogs watch y'all cry wolf. A lot snakes slid on the block. Rats.
Woo! Wait, he came right in. He said, "Me and my dogs, right? Watch y'all cry wolf a lot, but like a dog goes woof woof, right? But y'all woofing." Sick.
Unfortunately, they do this shit tit for tat. I'm tired telling my people, we more than that. Coast. Me and my dogs watch y'all cry wolf. A lot snakes slid on the block. Rats piggyback off the cops. The sheep going.
Okay, they go with this animal wordplay, right? We got what do we get? Silverback gorilla, right? But he's bringing the silverback. We got the dogs crying woof, right? And then what do he say? Snake snither on the block.
This shit tit for tat. I'm tired telling my people, we more than that. Coast. Me and my dogs watch y'all cry wolf. A lot of snakes slid on the block. Rats piggyback off the cops. The sheep going deep sleep when the culture vultures begin to flock. Cats act like they got none.
So he said, yeah, we had the silverback gorillas, the dogs going wolf, but crying wolf, right? Saying something to get attention. Snakes are sneaky, slithering on the block. We got the rats that are the snitches, and then we got the piggyback. The cops are pigs, right? But he says piggyback off the cops. And then I think he also went in the sheeps.
Me and my dogs watch y'all cry wolf. A lot snakes slid on the block. Rats piggyback off the cops. The sheep going deep sleep when the culture vultures begin to flock.
Ooh, and then we got vultures and sheep. Sheep are the sheeple, right? They're easily influenced. And a culture vulture is someone who they might steal traits or language or fashion from another ethnic or social group, but they claim it's their own identity, right? That's a culture vulture.
We more than that. Me and my dogs watch y'all cry wolf. A lot snakes slid on the block. Rats piggyback off the cops. The sheep going deep sleep when the culture vultures begin to flock. Cats act like they got 9 lives until they
cats
swimming with long shots. They flunk fish scales. When you in a drought, I'm guessing it don't sit well. But cool. I'ma let that.
Bro, the wordplay, right? He's still going off animals and then just gets into a whole other wordplay, right? He starts talking about cats and 9 lives, but he starts swimming with loan sharks, flaunting fish scales. So that was the type of animal that he's referencing. But then he goes into a drought, right? Going into a drought, it doesn't sit well. And I believe he goes back to elephant, right? It's very hard, supposedly, for elephants to sit. They're massive. So just the wordplay, right? Bouncing off each other effortlessly as well.
Cats act like they got 9 lives until they die. Swimming with long shots, they flaunt fish scales. When you in a drought, I'm guessing it don't sit well, but cool. I'ma let that elephant stay in the room.
Ooh, but an elephant in the room is something that you need to address as well, right?
Guessing it don't sit well, but cool. I'ma let that elephant stay in the room.
And just a little side note for those that want to know something about elephants. Did you guys know elephants can sleep when they're lying down or when they're standing up?
In the drought, I'm guessing it don't sit well, but cool.
Ooh,
I'ma let that
guessing it don't sit well, but he said it like whale, right? Still flowing off the water flow, the drought, right? And the fish scales.
flaunt fish scales. When you in a drought, I'm guessing it don't sit well, but cool. I'ma let that elephant stay in the room. Just pay the rent, if not, gotta move. We all chicken chasing. Not even vegans can pick a replacement.
Ooh.
Substitute, no form of imitation.
You know why chickens chase and they get in fights with other chickens is they're trying to establish a pecking order. That's where that phrasing comes from.
Chicken chasing. Not even vegans can pick a replacement. We'll find a substitute, no form of imitation. They say we addicted, but let my pockets go cold turkey must be tripping.
Ooh! Golden cold turkey is stopping something abruptly. If you stop smoking cigarettes, you just put it down one day, that would be quitting cold turkey, right? What did he say? Tripping on the chicken chase. I believe, like right here, he's going into bull, right?
Not even vegans can pick a replacement. We'll find a substitute, no form of imitation. They say we addicted, but let my pockets go cold turkey must be tripping. Bullshit to those saying different.
The bull.
Ain't nothing new, monkey see, monkey do. Want some other
Monkey see, monkey do. You could really describe as modern day hip hop, right? They don't think for themselves. They start imitating people that have done it before them.
bullshit to those saying different. Ain't nothing new, monkey see, monkey do. Want
Nothing
some
new.
other creatures to consult, the owls know who. Lucky me.
The owls know who, right? Because the owl goes, whoo, whoo. Sick wordplay. Man, the whole rhyme scheme is by animals.
Niggas go cold turkey must be tripping. Bullshit to those saying different. Ain't nothing new, monkey see, monkey do. Want some other creatures to consult, the owls know who. Lucky me, I'm amongst the goats. We even formed a
Ooh.
group. Coast, you tend to duck your goosebumps, show for proof. I digress, my eye stress, love's looking real bad. My dear, them headlights and you will crash. You seen Bambi, now you wanna start a family. Fell in love with a cheetah and his mouth running real fast.
Oh, bro, he's went into cheetah, right? He went to Bambi, who was a deer, right? He went into my deer, also referencing wordplay off Bambi. He references Duck Duck Goose Game. Come on now, the GOAT, the greatest of all time, but also a bah, right?
Real bad, my dear, them headlights and you will crash. You seen Bambi, now you wanna start a family. Fell in love with a cheetah and his mouth running real fast. Lying often, chase thrills, no real caution. For the appeal, pop pills, drink through dolphin, crack the seal, slow and get off.
The appeal, but a pill, right? Like you popping pills, but the appeal of something. Also, the Blue Dolphin, I believe, is a martini, right?
For the appeal, pop pills, drink through dolphin, crack the seal, blow up.
The seal, right? Like, but crack the seal, right?
No real caution. For the appeal, pop pills, drink through dolphin, crack the seal, blow up slow and get lost in the eels. All for that
The eels.
feel. But no one can escape that taxes and heartbreak. Somebody's gotta bear the decisions we all make. Caught in
Bro, the bear, right? Bear the decisions. I love how they have the lyrics here as well. It makes it a little easier.
escape that taxes and heartbreak. Somebody's gotta bear the decisions we all make. Caught in the crosshairs, face.
Ooh, the hare, the rabbit.
Action and confusion. The brewing of the human
The
evolution.
ape shit. Come on, his whole flow.
Who wanted with the golden child? I've been shining before I was found, illuminating those around. The conductor of the ghetto opera. Pa' la gente que no tiene nada y no pierde ni la esperanza. Que pase lo que pase porque aquí así es la vida. From New York to Buenaventura, a mí me tienen en la mira. From dusty basements to skyscrapers, I'm building bridges for my niggas con la gente del otro lado. Soy orgulloso de ser hispano, this the future of the culture. I push the convo forward, equality my quality. Feeling like Talib Kweli cause they'll profile me. The conductor of the ghetto opera. Pa' la gente que no tiene nada y no pierde ni la esperanza. Que pase lo que pase porque aquí así es la vida. From New York to Buenaventura, a mí me...
He said, for people that have nothing, they often don't have hope, right? So what happens. That's life. And what does he say from New York?
I'm the conductor of the ghetto opera. For
people that have nothing and lose hope. Because here in life, from New York to Buenaventura,
skyscrapers, I'm building bridges for my niggas con la gente del otro lado. Soy orgulloso de ser hispano, this the future of the culture. I push the convo forward.
I think he said he's proud to be Hispanic.
From dusty basements to skyscrapers, I'm building bridges for my niggas con la gente del otro lado. Soy orgulloso de ser hispano, this the future of the culture. I push the convo forward. Equality, my quality. Feeling like Talib Kweli, cause they'll profile me as a black star and most deaf.
Oh, the Black Star Most Def. He's talking about the project with Black Star, Most Def and Talib Kweli.
Cause they'll profile me as a black star and most deaf.
Black Star.
We was dodging cop cars. Yo, young
For respiration, we were dodging cop cars, right? He was out here doing hood rat things with his hood rat friends, right? Checking car doors, lawns, yards. That's that New York state of mind, right? Or that Chi-Town state of mind where I'm from. You're just out in these streets, right?
Black star and most deaf. For respiration, we was dodging cop cars. Yo, young outlaws, know that this world is ours. Tuve que estudiar.
Oh, reference The World Is Yours. That's a song they put out in 1994. That's Nas. That's off Illmatic, right?
Cop cars, yo, young outlaws, know that this world is ours.
And just so you guys know, The World Is Yours is considered one of the best hip-hop songs of all time. It's definitely in the conversation. If it's not in your top three, it's just well put together. We'll see what the Coast, the Coast Contra might be fucking up your top five, right? You might have an idea to who the top rappers are. You probably got Jay, Nas, Big, Pac, depending on when you were born. Maybe Kendrick Lamar. You got some cats like that, but where do you put Coast in this, right?
We was dodging cop cars, yo, young outlaws, know that this world is ours.
Let me know in the comment section if you changed your top 5 or top 10 after you came to find Coast Contra's music.
Estudiar hip hop y lo escuché from Nas. Don's recognized, Don smoking purple picked off from heaven's.
Ooh. But Purple, I believe Nas actually has a song called Purple, right? Where he references the prettiest Dons. I believe that smoking that perp.
Recognize Don smoking purple picked off from heaven's grapevines, huh? See?
Who's the big shit? Grand Pooh, Slick Rick, ruler 12-inch, 1 foot from the feet, stepping to you in some all black forces.
12 inches and 1 foot. And then talks about his Air Forces, right? Maybe he's a size 12, I imagine.
Rick ruler, 12-inch, 1 foot from the feet, stepping to you in some all black forces, dead-eyed cat, moving as a mastermind, sending brain waves to your medulla, nigga. We Mount Rushmore, who stone-faced jewelers trust more.
Ooh.
Stare down Medusa once more. Pray
they referenced Medusa again. See, I told y'all I wasn't crazy or reaching, man. He referenced Medusa in at least 3 of these different freestyles, right? Different cats did. But the wordplay is sick. He went, and let me see if I can catch all this. He went from mastermind, right? Mastermind to brain to medulla, right? Your head, but to the Mount Rushmore heads, to Stoneface, back to the Medusa from previous freestyles. When you look at Medusa, you see the snakes in her head and she turns you into stone. Come on now. See, keep up, right? Keep up.
That's enough. It's a mastermind. Sending brain waves to your
medulla.
We Mount Rushmore, who stone-faced jewelers trust more. Same stone face could stare down Medusa once more. Pray up, that's enough. So what is luck for? I wake up the day my life sucks.
Bro, I'll never forget this. When I was much younger, I actually worked for this car lot. And I remember this old cat, man. This cat had to be in his 80s or so. And he told me one thing I'll never forget. He said, luck is the craziest thing. He said, the harder I work, the luckier I get. And it's been over 20 years. The harder I work, the luckier I get, right? And I'm sure you think of cats like this, right? The overnight sensations. They didn't just come up overnight. They put in years and years of work. And some might say they got lucky, but some might say they put in that work and it's just only now come to fruition, right?
Medusa once more, prayed up, I'm blessed enough, so what is luck for? I wake up, the day my life sucked, I bust a nut for. It's us
Woo!
for your top 5.
Sucking and busting, right?
For I wake up, the day my life sucked, I bust a nut for. It's us for moving your top 5, moving at Mach 5.
Yeah, we just referenced this, right? What did he say there about your top 5?
Suck, I bust a nut for. It's us for moving your top 5, moving at Mach.
Our 4 is moving your top 5, right? Who are your 5 greatest artists, right? Nas probably has to be on there if you love hip hop, but what about people like A$AP Rock, right? The Kendrick Lamar, Jay-Z, Big L, Big Pun, right? Meek Mill, Drake. Are you looking at commercial success? Are you looking at, there's so many categories, right?
5 speed, movement, and niggas laughing, mocking MCs. The mark of the
Mach 5, but he's also mocking MCs, right? Just a wordplay on mock is sick.
5 moving at Mach 5 speed, movement, and niggas laughing, mocking MCs. The mark of the seas, the coast guards could walk overseas. Your bark
Ooh.
is cost you to breathe. I keep it G with y'all. We at Mach 5 speed, movement, and niggas laughing, mocking MCs. The mark of the seas, the coast guards could walk overseas. Your barking is cheap and
the mark of the seas. What's the mark of the seas? Coast Contra? The 4 of them, are they the mark of the seas? Is there a religious reference there? I might have missed something. Let me know in the comment section how you guys say the mark of the seas. He said it right after mocking MCs, right?
That's a nut for. It's us for moving your top 5, moving at Mach 5 speed, moving and niggas laughing, mocking MCs. The mark of the seas, the coast guards could walk overseas. Your barking is cheap, and then your dogs.
The coast. They say coast guards, but it's that New York, that East Coast accent. When you say coast guards, it sounds like coast gods, right? But walk overseas like the Coast Guard, monitoring the seas. Sick wordplay.
Seas, the mark of the seas, the coast guards could walk overseas. Your barking is cheap, and none of your dogs is cost you to breed.
Gonna get with the animal wordplay. Your barking is chief, right? You woofing, bro. But your dogs are, he said, none of your dogs are costly to breed. Y'all ain't shit.
Guards could walk overseas. Your barking is cheap, and none of your dogs is cost you to breed.
You in?
I keep it G with y'all.
You in on the same level.
Compete with y'all, just us for the Mexican standoff for a Visa card. Cause me,
Ooh, a Mexican standoff. You don't really hear that too often, but that's a confrontation where there's really no strategy that's going to allow any one person to become a victim, to win, right? So, you know, one person can trigger everyone's downfall, if you would. It's sick, but at the same time, you can't leave, right?
Compete with y'all, just us for the Mexican standoff for a Visa card. Cause me, my niggas is borderline crazy, kind of been tweaking hard. I swear.
Ooh, wait a minute though. He played. Remember, he said the Mexican standoff, right? He's talking about immigration policies. Think about it, the Mexican standoff, right? He's talking about Mexico. He said visa, right? A visa you need if you're an immigrant. And then he said borderline crazy. You cross the border or the borderline to get into Mexico, right? Sick.
For a Visa card, cause me, my niggas is borderline crazy, kind of been tweaking hard. I swear it's voices in my head, and one of them trying to speak to y'all. Ain't even
borderline crazy, but also he's hearing voices in his head, right? The definition of crazy.
At it all, my nigga just slightly annoyed. I'm hungry, hangry, stomach pains is killing my joy.
When you're hungry and angry, you become hangry, right?
Rappers, relief, I feel this filling my void. Plus niggas need ghostwriters, at least you get your spirit employed.
Ooh, did y'all catch that? So niggas need ghostwriters, right? They need someone to write their lyrics. At least you'll have your spirit employed, right? Because they could become a ghostwriter in the afterlife. Woo! Treating motherfuckers' lives with this, bro. This is sick.
Hangry, stomach pains is killing my joy.
Catch that.
Rappers, relief, I feel this filling my void. Plus niggas need ghostwriters, at least you get your spirit employed.
Oh.
He try to speak his message to y'all, but the nigga way too humble. I kidnapped him, I left me in charge. I'm prideful. My bones is fossils, I'm better than y'all.
Ooh. What did he say? He said he's too humble. I think he's talking about himself, right? He said, I kidnapped him. I left me in charge. I'm prideful. And then his bones are fossils, right? So he's saying that the old me has died. There's only, you could study these. There's only fossils left, right? That's what he's saying. Like, he's different now. He's new and improved. Or
I kidnapped my left me in charge. I'm prideful. My bones is fossils. I'm better than y'all. My nuts is dragging. It's like they stuffed with medicine balls. Niggas sound crazy. I try to tell him I'm speaking the truth, but he keep locking me out. Knock knock. Opportunity who? Opportunity time in the right time.
Opportunity's knocking, right?
Time is right now. Move. That's what happened. Too damn modest. Fast the best, and I'm proof. It's Coast Contra, nigga.
Ooh. Yo, I like this one. This one was sick. The wordplay was there. And I like how they're getting a little feisty with it, right? You know, like you want to step up, bring it, bro. Man, sick wordplay, sick beat. This is, I don't know a lot of new cats that can hang at this type of rap. Night and day, I just listened to Diet Coke and we did a reaction. That's been the only one that I really didn't like as much, just because the wordplay wasn't there. It didn't seem as complex. But they jumped right back into it with this one. This was the Enemy Freestyle. Man, if you guys are a fan of Coast Contra, I'm getting into their whole catalog here. We're doing all the freestyles, and then we're going to start going through their catalog and doing a really intense breakdown. I want to know what's up with these cats, where they're from, their mindset, how they were brought up. Let's get into it. If you're a fan, make sure you like the video, but subscribe to the channel as well, and we'll be getting into some other videos.